Hello and welcome to this series of SQL script, and in this today's tutorial I will be discussing about the array aggregation function, this array AGG. So what is this function? I will be discussing on that, and also I will provide you an example right here in the system in order to show you how we can use this array aggregation function. And so let me tell you that this function, by this array AGG aggregation function, we can convert a column of a table variable into an array. So we can convert a column of a table variable into an array. So let me show you how we can do that. So I will give you one example right here in the system. So how to declare that and how to use it. So in this following example, now I will be declaring a column A, and then I will be inserting the value into an array. So how can I do that? So you have to write like declare ID. Then suppose its character type is inverter is type, and this is my array type, and I'm going to declare one another variable. So of this table tab, and this table, and the variable is this table will have suppose variable A, and here I am having another variable suppose B, which is integer type. And now we can actually write like this. We can select the data from table tab 1 that we have described here. Suppose tab 1, and like we can write like A, B from tab 1, right? And so we can now directly assign the ID like this aggregation function using from tab 1 of the value is dot A. So by this direct assignment of array aggregation, we can actually take the data and we can put it into the array variable. So this is a small just declaration part, but I do have one more example where I will be using in the procedure. I will be creating a small procedure, and there I will be using it using this function. And also here you can give this ordering, right, like tab 1A and order by, and you can give the ordering order by, you can call is B, you have another value B, whether you call it ascending or descending. So this order you will get in the value ID. So now I will be showing you the another example and using the null variable. Just let me tell you that, just let me give you the example so that I can explain you what is this null variable and how can you use this one. Okay, and here I will be using both function. In my earlier tutorial I have talked about the unlist function, and so I will be using unlist and array aggregation in this procedure. So let me create a small table. I will create a small table, then I will insert some value in it, then I will write the procedure. Okay, so let me do that. So I will create a column table. Suppose I'm creating a table called C tab, and I'm having a value called suppose A is my type in worker, and so my table is created. So let me execute this statement. So this is my column table. So now the table is created. So I will quickly insert some few values in it. So insert into this table is C tab. So where my values, suppose I'm going to put few values in it. suppose A1, and let me just copy paste this one so I can execute in one time. Suppose I have 4 values I'm going to insert, and those very values are this A1, then I can put one null, another one null, and then we can put another value is to A2, then we can put as another null values. Okay, now I will execute this all the statements, and then you would see that in one go we can actually insert all the values in the table. So yes, now it is executed. Now I'm going to show you the data of this table. So select star from your table is C tab. Okay, so if I can execute the data, we can see the data how it is, like A2 and null like this. Now I'm going to use this aggregation function, and also I will include the unlist function into this example. And yes, I think it's better to write on a anonymous block. So I think which can also is better to write anonymous block instead of writing a procedure. So let me write this small code. Suppose do begin and end here. Now I'm going to declare one ID. I'm going to where I will be this placing the data. Suppose declare and declare this ID, and this is my type, suppose n worker, and this is array type. So I will be actually inserting into this this ID, and I'm going to have one variable tab, and here I'm going to select the data from A, because I'm going to select the data that A we have the value, so we are going to select the data from C tab. So the data of A has been inserted into tab variable, and now we're going to use this aggregation function. So as I told you that using this array aggregation, we can actually insert the data of a table now into the array type and array variable. So here, so tab dot A, and we can use the order by. Suppose we can use A, then it will follow the order of A, and we can use also ascending or descending here. As I told you earlier that we can how to use the null here. Suppose nulls first, and also we have nulls last. Okay, I'll show you that one too. Then we can use this tab 2. So using this tab 2, we can now again from the array, and we can combine the array into the table type. So how can you do that? So unlist, then we can take this ID as suppose the A, okay, is alias. Then we are going to see the data of this from the table 2, from tab 2. So now if we execute this statement what we wrote here, and we can see the data, how does it actually happen using these functions. So let me now execute this one. So let me execute that. Yes, it is executed. So as I told you that we can use the nulls. Earlier we defined the value nulls, and the nulls coming in the first. So nulls first and the order of A. And now also we can write as nulls last. So this is a one basic example that whenever you have nulls in your in your table, and you can use this option as nulls last or first, so that like in this example nulls last, so the null value came at the end of this table. So the idea of this tutorial is to understand the array aggregation. So in array aggregation, we have understood that the data of a table, can be the column of a table, now can be converted into an array. So this is what I have showed you, and also I have given you an example where we have both used that the array aggregation and unlist. So by the aggregation, we have actually taken the data of the table, this column A, into this variable, in this array variable, and again this array variable is actually converting the data into a table. So that's two uses. So I hope you have understood this part of this tutorial, this array aggregation. So please have a look at the other tutorial. I have given the link in the video description, and please subscribe this channel, and also please like the hit button and a like button. So if you liked it, thank you for watching and have a nice day. Please watch my other videos and tutorials. Have a nice day. Thank you.